Welcome to TrumpetStudio.com presents the Ultimate Trumpet Podcast, the show where we separate brass myths from brass reality. Today's episode is based on the article Heavy Valve Caps versus Light Resonance over at TrumpetStudio.com by Michael Drosty.
And today we're stepping directly into one of the longest-running debates in trumpet playing history. Does adding weight to the instrument improve your sound or kill the resonance?
Heavy valve caps, lightweight horns, heavy mouthpieces, massive orchestral setups, featherweight lead horns. Every trumpet player eventually falls into this rabbit hole.
And the funny thing is, almost everybody has a completely different answer.
Exactly. Some players put heavy caps on and immediately say, "Wow, the horn slot's better." Others take them off 10 seconds later because the trumpet suddenly feels dead.
So today we're going to unpack what is actually happening acoustically, psychologically, and physically when you add or remove mass from a trumpet.
Let's start with the theory behind heavy valve caps. The idea is simple. When you add mass to the valve block, the instrument vibrates less sympathetically. More energy stays focused inside the standing wave of the air column instead of dissipating through the brass itself.
Most players describe it in simpler terms. The horn feels more centered. The sound gets darker. The slots lock in. The trumpet feels more solid.
Especially with orchestral players. A heavier setup often creates the sensation that the trumpet is resisting random vibration and staying focused.
But then you hand that same setup to a lead player, and suddenly they hate it, because now the horn feels slower, less alive, less immediate.
Exactly. And that's where this debate gets fascinating. A lightweight trumpet behaves differently because less mass means less inertia. The horn vibrates more easily.
Response tends to feel instant. Articulations jump. Upper register playing can feel freer because the trumpet reacts quickly to changes in airflow and compression.
Players usually describe lightweight setups as lively, resonant, brilliant, open, flexible.
A lot of commercial players love that sensation because they rely heavily on acoustic feedback. When the trumpet vibrates more, the player physically feels more connected to the instrument.
The horn almost feels like it's talking back to you. But lightweight setups can also have drawbacks. At very loud dynamics, the sound can spread. Slotting can loosen. Intonation may wander slightly. The tone can become more brilliant than dense.
Which is why many symphonic players prefer more mass and stability.
Here's the important part. Nobody talks about enough. The audience may not hear the equipment change nearly as much as the player feels it. That's one of the biggest misunderstandings in trumpet gear discussions. A player changes behavior based on feedback. If heavy caps make you feel secure, you may relax more. Your sound improves because you improved. If a lightweight horn makes you feel freer and more expressive, you may naturally play with better airflow and efficiency.
So the hardware influences the musician, and then the musician influences the sound.
Exactly. This is why two professionals can test the exact same setup and come away with opposite opinions. Neither one is necessarily wrong.
And then mouthpieces complicate everything even further. A heavy mouthpiece on a lightweight horn may stabilize things beautifully, but that same mouthpiece on an already heavy orchestral trumpet might over-dampen the entire system.
Then you add receiver gap differences, bell thickness, brace placement, and lead pipe taper, and suddenly there is no universal answer anymore.
This is why copying another player's setup rarely works exactly the same way. Your embouchure, airflow, compression style, and resonance tendencies are unique.
You really start noticing patterns, though. Symphonic players often lean toward heavier setups, darker tonal center, stronger slotting, more stability.
While lead players frequently prioritize instant response, efficiency, brilliance, flexibility, and vibration feedback.
Neither approach is automatically better. They're optimized for different jobs. If you're playing Mahler in a large hall, stability and density become critical. If you're screaming lead over a big band, immediacy and efficiency might matter far more.
Most trumpet players also test equipment badly. They play one high note in a music store and declare the experiment complete.
A better approach is recording yourself with standard caps, heavy bottom caps, mixed setups. Then listen back from 20 feet away, not behind the bell.
And test actual music, not just long tones. Try orchestral excerpts, Clark studies, jazz articulation, lyrical playing, upper register passages.
Also, test endurance. Some setups sound incredible for 10 minutes but become exhausting after an hour. Your chops eventually tell the truth.
So what's the answer? There really isn't one.
The smartest trumpet players stop chasing ideology and start chasing results. Some players thrive with added mass. Others sound incredible on lightweight vibrating setups. Most professionals end up somewhere in the middle.
Maybe heavy third valve caps only. Maybe lightweight top caps. Maybe a heavier mouthpiece on a freer blowing horn.
The trumpet doesn't care about internet arguments. It only responds to physics, resonance, and the person playing it.
If today's episode made you suddenly want to dig through your trumpet case and start swapping valve caps tonight, you are definitely not alone.
And remember, the goal is not to make your trumpet feel impressive. The goal is to make you play better. That's the whole game.
This episode was based on the article Heavy Valve Caps versus Light Resonance by Michael Drostee over at trumpetstudio.com.
And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the Ultimate Trumpet Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Until next time,
keep practicing smart.
And keep listening critically.
If you need the latest practice material, be sure to check out the Ultimate Warm-Up for Trumpet and the Ultimate Technical Study for Trumpet over at trumpetstudio.com. And if you're getting ready for the gigging season, don't forget your copy of the Ultimate Wedding Book for Trumpet.
Now go practice.